What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Class of 22, and today we have an FA Cup game against the Tractor Boys, hence the flat cap. I've gone the stereotypical route of a flat cap farmer looking style today. So without further ado, let's see how we got on in the games you've been away and get onto that live com against Ipswich Town. So in that last game when you were with us, we beat Leicester 3-0 on the live com. We followed that up with a fantastic 3-1 win against Everton. Much getting in there with the goals, which was nice to see. Rodriguez and Marcus Rashford with the other two. We then went to hosted Tottenham in our third home game in a row, and we beat them by 3-0. There was an own goal for Munier. Then Silva collected a couple for us. We then struggled. We managed to get an equaliser in the 90th minute against Southampton. Eric Lamela with their goal on the hour mark. And last time out, once again, we'll have a look at the goals in a minute, but once again, we went up against Manchester City, our local rivals, and once again, we beat them. So that is now, that's 1, 2, is it 3, maybe 4 victories against them this season in leagues and cups. So an impressive feat. Can we, if we come up against them again, can we beat them again? I don't know, but it's been an impressive run against them nonetheless. So let's take a look at the goals. Some beautiful play in this match. You can see from the stats it was relatively even once again, but once more our superior finishing finished them off. The interesting thing was that Alexis Sanchez scored for Manchester City in this match, who is of course being linked with Manchester United at the minute. Eric Dyer giving us the opening goal of the game, which surprised me. He's not really chipped in with goals, but he got a duet of them today. Manchester City did equalise when Dybala crossed the ball and Alexis Sanchez managed to beat David De Gea at the far post. At that point I thought maybe this is going to be a bit different, but we soon got back into the swing of things. And we managed to pull in front through Andre Silva, who had been having a few dodgy performances of late. Eric Dyer getting his second goal there from the set piece, and then we rounded it off. A lovely little move, as it always seems to be with us. A ball in there, and Gomez with a fantastic finish, who has also been finishing a bit dodgy lately. So that did us for that. So those are the results that you missed so far, and today we go up against Ipswich. Fade to black, come out. So this is how the league table looks. You can see we're doing relatively well. We're 3 points clear of Liverpool. We're both of us are miles ahead of third place Arsenal, fourth place Burnley. Chelsea down in 5th. Manchester City have improved a little bit, but they're still down in 12th. Tottenham in 11th. So it's, to quote Luke Skywalker, this isn't going to go the way you think in terms of the Premier League at this point in the FM18 universe that we've created here. Burnley doing fantastically well, but look at the gap though. Between third and second is ridiculous at this point of the season. It's crazy. Andre Silva still out on top in goals. Marcus Rashford second. Average rating, we've got Rashford there. Assists, we've got Rashford there. Player of the matches, we've got Silva top, joint top with Moussa Dembele and Rashford in third. We've then got Pogba in yellow cards, unfortunately. Surprisingly, David De Gea is not in the clean sheets. That does surprise me, because I don't think we've been that bad defensively, but apparently we've not been as good as Leicester. So there you go. But anyway, that is that. I just want to quickly touch on a couple of the players. It's safe to say that for me, Regan Bunting has solidified himself as a starting player. He has done amazingly well this season. You know, he's got 25 appearances under his belt in all competitions, I believe that is, isn't it? So it is. He's got them in all competitions, so he's doing really, really well. He's got an average rating of 7.22. He's got a couple of assists. He's just I don't want to tempt fate, but he's just been a solid player for me, and I've been really impressed with the way that he's come across this season and the way that he's performed. It's been superb. Also, starting to notch into that bracket is Gavin Osborne as well in the midfield. He has really stepped up, and he has actually been keeping Eric Dyer out of the team. he's now worth 10.25 million, which I didn't realise. That's nice. But he's kind of keeping him out. We gave him the go against Manchester City because Osborne and a couple of the other players, they played a lot of games in a short space of time, and they were struggling condition wise just a little bit, so I decided to give some of the other players a bit of a go, some of the more apparently better players a bit of a go, but I think Osborne and co would have stood up just as well. I mean, Regan played in that match and he did perfectly fine. Ashley Harwood got a good run of games up until that point, and his stats are starting to fire up. As you can see, they're starting to go up a little bit. He's getting involved, he's getting games, and he's playing well. He's played really, really well these past few games that he's been involved in, so that is something pleasing to see. Jimmy Much, I've got to give him a shout out. He got his goal a couple of games ago in the league, his second league goal of the season, his third of the season, and he is starting to adapt to the way we're playing well. He's being trained to play on the left because my left and right sided midfielders keep swapping throughout the game, and he's starting to, it hasn't shown up on there yet, but he's starting to get to grips with playing over there. You can see it in the match engine. He's starting to come to terms with it. He's starting to get his head around it, so that is really, really good. So today we play Ipswich at home in the FA Cup. Now, are we going to get a night? Was it 9-1 or 8-1? I think it was 9-1 that Manchester United inflicted on Ipswich in the Premier League. I doubt it, but we're going to try. We're going to try with the class of 22. James Rodriguez, he's still on the transfer list. I probably will remove him. I probably will remove him from the transfer list. In fact, I'm going to remove him from the transfer list because he's been a fantastic player for me this season. I was going to move him on so we could allow a little bit more leeway for the class to come in and play, but I don't think that needs to happen. I'm quite happy with it. So we're going to go with a full class of 22 today. We've got De Gea in goal, Bunting, Harwood, Guerra and Clark in defence, with Much, Osborne, Pogba and Rodriguez in midfield, and then Rashford and Freddie the Hitman Davidson up top. So it's a good team, it's a strong team. That's the thing, the class now, I thought Clark and Harwood would really weaken us, but they don't. We had that off game, a very off game against Middlesbrough where they all featured and we got hammered, but there were a lot more other like weaker players involved in that match, so that was kind of understandable to a degree. But other than that, they've held their own against anybody I've put them up against. I could be setting them up for a fall here. I could be giving it all the big I am and saying, you know, oh, let's just get this on here, and saying like, oh, you know, they're brilliant. They don't get, you know, put off by anybody, and then we can get beaten easily. But up until this point, they have been absolutely superb, and I've really enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments down below. Also, this annoys me. I've put the new 3D kits on, but they don't show up in the cup matches because cup matches don't have official kit use ticked, I don't think. Oh, Tony's in. Good save. Or something like that. So that's really annoying, but never mind. Ipswich have had a couple of chances in the opening 2 minutes. But here comes Marcus Rashford. Sends it across. Oh, here's James. Here's James Sandwich, as I called him the other day. Oh, they're in. They're in. Ooh, Harwood. I think that was there being outpaced a little bit. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Are you? What I was going to say was let me know in the comments down below if you wish. You don't have to. There's no rules. But out of the class so far, who have you been most impressed with? For me, I think Regan Bunting is standing miles ahead of the others, which is funny considering that Much is classed as a wonder kid now. He's not really got to the point. Oh, look at that! I like that blonde hair. Well done, Mr. Beach, that popped up at the top there. Yeah, Much doesn't really stand out in games as much as Bunting does. What's up? I don't want to adjust the mentalities. Go away. I'm happy with the way things are. I know we're not winning. We're not exactly playing brilliantly well at the moment either. Seems to be a bit of taking our foot off the pedal going on today. There's Much, Osborne. We're just slowing it down a bit, it would appear. That is a terrible ball from Osborne. That was absolutely terrible. Pogba there as well. We're not playing well at the moment at all. Let's give them a demand more shout, just to see if we can't trigger something in somebody. Here comes Clarky boy, Pogba, Beautiful ball out to James. Go on. Get him, Freddie Davidson, who has suddenly acquired a terribly strong tan, according to his picture. Why hasn't the goals come up? Why hasn't the goal? That'd be why. I switched off 3D. I've been enjoying a bit of 2D action lately. Get him. Kick him. No, that's offside, surely. He has just beat that offside chap beautifully, I think. At first glance, I thought that was offside, but he beat that offside trap absolutely delightfully. Watch this for movement. Watch. He just suddenly... he has played that like an absolute trooper. Well done to him. I'm not going to get annoyed about that. Well, I am, because it was terrible defending. But he's done us there. He has done us a kipper there. We're going to give these idiots, not they're idiots, but we're going to give these lads a roasting at half time. Apparently we're not doing anything wrong, according to the team analysis. And we are playing relatively well in terms of stats. But I'm going to aggressively tell them I'm not happy. I don't do aggressive very often. And this is Ryan Giggs we're talking about. Greg Clark is looking nervous. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But we'll see now what reaction we get from these lads. We may have to bring on some of the other players. But it's very strange because, I mean, to be fair though, against Southampton, they didn't perform to the best of their ability. But you'd think, no disrespect to Ipswich, but you'd think we'd have Ipswich. I think Ipswich are actually a League One team as well. I could be wrong, but I've got a feeling they're in League One on this save at the moment. I could be getting mixed up with another save. Oh, right, we are on the hour mark. Going to bring on. Pogba's playing all right. Much is playing all right. We're going to bring on Inaki Williams. I'm going to bring on Adrian Bustos. Marcus Rashford. That's right. I didn't even see that one coming, so I'll be surprised if you did. Go on. Oh, good. Oh, I thought it was a good save. It was actually a miss. But we're getting the chances. We're going at them. I would not begrudge Ipswich a replay. You know, I like helping out teams that are in lower leagues. But we should be winning. And ideally for match fitness reasons. Here's Bustos though. Bustos, is that a penalty? That is a very cheap penalty to give away. Paul Pogba's going to take it. I think he's going to miss it as well. I've got a feeling. Deep down inside. Yep. I just knew it was either going to be... When I say miss, I mean save or wide or something, or bar or post. But I just had a feeling that wasn't going in. And I've got a feeling that Ipswich might do us if we're not careful. Here comes Davidson. We are playing it very calmly still. Inaki Williams. Oh, Jimmy Much. Jimmy Much. That was a lovely ball. I don't know if you can see the ball. I can't. It's difficult for me to see that ball, a ball of that colour, due to my colour blindness on computers. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful header. Lovely stuff. Inaki Williams with a beautiful ball in. And now we are 2-1 up. I feel like I really want us to just smash him now. It's not going to happen. I'm time to concentrate. We are going to give Freddie Davidson his rest. And we're going to bring on Andre Silva. Because for me, Ipswich fans have paid a lot of money to come and see the current best striker in the country as far as goals is concerned. And for me, as far as performances are concerned. So it's only fair they get to see him. And I would like them to see him score a goal. Here comes Inaki Williams. Crosses it over. It's not the best across that time. Saved easily by Bentley. Could Ipswich get an equaliser, or could we cap it off? Here comes Inaki Williams. Oh, that's a beautiful ball to Bustos. Oh, he couldn't quite find Andre Silva. Osborne missed that ball. The game has suddenly woken up a little bit. Oh, what a ball from Osborne to Much. And Inaki Williams with a beautiful finish to make it 3-1. We've got this now. I was never worrying about the fact we weren't going to win this match. It was all part of my little charade. I was confident all along. I might be lying. I might possibly be lying a little bit there. That is a beautiful finish from Inaki Williams, and that I feel now as if we've not done too badly against Ipswich. We should really have beaten them more comfortably than we have, but still a nice performance. They're going to get one. Oh, he's put it over the top. I thought we were going to get another goal just before the game ended, just to put us a bit of squeaky bum time in. But we're into Fergie time now. The ball's been cleared away, and that is that. Ipswich have done a fantastic job today. They held us up until the 70th minute at 1-1. Impressive from them. So they could take a lot away from that. Jimmy Much, man of the match performance. Really pleased to see that. We're just going to calmly tell them it was a good win. But we are going to tell Jimmy Much because we want to try and... Actually, is there anybody else who we could do with... But no, Jimmy Much is the only one really who deserves... Actually, Jimmy Much and Inaki Williams, because Inaki Williams came off the bench. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Inaki Williams came off the bench and got a goal and an assist. So we'll go in and we'll passionately tell them that we are pleased with how they did tonight. So that's good. That is good. We now get to face, I believe it's Sunderland. I will double check, but I'm pretty sure it's Sunderland away from home in the next round of the FA Cup. Where are we? Yeah, we are away at Championship side Sunderland in the next round of the FA Cup. Osborne is close to, because Manchester United nicked him on the intake from youth intakes a few seasons ago from Arsenal. So there is that. Let's just give him praise for that. And I just want to have a quick little look and see where Ipswich actually are. I've got this feeling they're League One, but I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. No, they are. They're third in League One, so they've done really, really well there to hold us off. Alan Lee's the manager as well. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. So the League One side put in a real good effort today. Really impressed with them, so fair play to them, as I've said 1,000 times. If you've enjoyed the episode, guys and gals, please remember to leave a big thumbs up for today's video. And if you're new here, please remember to drop a subscription. Really appreciate it. Remember, there's also Up the Fleet, which came out earlier on today, so go check that out if you haven't already. It is a lower league management save with Ipswich United, a really great little club, so it's worth going checking out. We've had a terrible start, I'm not going to lie, but it does get better. Trust me, I've played a bit since recording. Spoiler alert, we're doing better. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly, but we're getting there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And it's been a pleasure being in your face. Bye-bye.